Hello everyone, my name is Putty and welcome back to another Darkside session of the Dunes of Utapau. I am joined, as always, playing Merkava by Chris Tewison. I'm playing Darth Vance. He is, of course, Charles Smith. How are you two doing?
Really good, thanks.
Yeah, I'm doing just fine.
Oh, remember to loop the music quickly.
That was a close one.
Almost off to a rocky start.
Alright, so Chris, why don't you recap what happened in the last Darkside session?
Okay. Well, we cleared out of the laboratory where we got our limbs, essentially, and we decided to get on a... It's called a cruise, right?
Yeah, it's a cruise ship.
Okay. So we loaded up onto a cruise ship, and I decided, you know what? This will probably be one of the last times I get to really enjoy, like, spending just some downtime with Merkava. So I decided, yeah, no, let's eat the entire minibar. and
That is
then,
something you did.
yeah, and then my lust for food carried me to Cedric's minibar. And then the next person down the hall's minibar. And then the next. But there was a body in that room. Turns out they were. So we decided to start looking into that one. But I'm pretty sure that someone stole my lightsaber and used it to murder him. So that's not good.
That's your working theory.
Yeah, I mean, given the evidence that we have currently, I'd say it's a pretty logical series of events to take place. You know. Anyway, that's not here nor there.
Charles, do you have anything to add? Perhaps maybe specifically about the raid on the compound?
Yeah, the raid went very smoothly. Actually, we didn't have to kill a load of people. Weirdly enough,
killed quite a few people.
Well, yeah, we did kill a few people.
It was in the double digits.
Yes. Well, that was more the Emperor, but
true.
We released a load of experimented on creatures, well, former people, who, as a distraction, so we could walk up and look at computers, which we found out that Zinzalin had been working there for a short time, although I don't think he was particularly interested in the work that much. If I'm remembering correctly.
That's probably a fair assumption.
And now we are going to Corellia to meet up with Helda, I believe, as well, which the Emperor told us.
The goal, as we join you two back aboard the Daedalus. What are you doing?
So, what are our leads, Detective Merkava?
Oh, jeez. Alright. Well, I think the first thing we need to do is go talk to the person in charge of cargo to see if there aren't any logs, of door movement, stuff like that, to try to figure out.
We were going over there anyway.
Times,
because
we need to figure out what times
I need to hand my lightsaber
over.
Yeah. So let's follow the guy to storage.
So you guys try and head to the storage bay?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, you wander your way into the more less occupied areas of the ship, and down a few staircases until you reach a large open storage bay with a few people moving some things in small bags away and up a different set of staircases. One person seems to have a particularly important hat on and seems to be directing them.
That
Well, he wears
would
the
be a
hat.
guy.
That's probably our guy. What color is the hat?
Yellow. It's a bit of a hard hat.
Definitely an important guy.
Yeah, he probably hits his head a lot. They gave him a hard hat. Yeah, no, thanks, Brian. That's the conclusion I wanted to draw. Anyway, yeah, let's go ask him questions.
Okay, as you walk up to him, he looks at you curiously.
Hey, we heard that there was a problem with a disappearing lightsaber on the ship.
Yeah, much apologies, sir. We're working hard to find it, and the rest of the lightsabers we have right now are completely safe in the safe, but yours unfortunately has gone missing.
How did you know it was mine?
It was logged to you when you gave it to us.
Oh, okay.
Darkside.
I didn't catch that. That I was just.
Also,
I know that.
At the time, it was the only lightsaber we had.
Oh.
We now have three if we include your missing.
Oh, that's
You have
interesting.
an additional one.
Yes, sir. After yours went missing, we sent out some. Make sure
Yes,
that they were safe.
Okay. Well, can I by chance know the owner of this lightsaber?
Alright, I think I should be back.
You hear me?
Hello?
Oh,
No,
I can hear you.
I can hear you too. I think it's more if he can hear us.
I'm back now.
Are you sure, buddy?
You were a little choppy, buddy.
Okay. So, hello, audience. How are you doing? I hope this finds you in good health. Yeah, my last piece of really good gear is now missing, so that stings a little. But hey, on the plus side, once we get it back, I'm gonna murder whoever.
No,
took
you
it,
have
and-
one other bit of really good gear. You
Oh,
have the nano chip.
Yeah. Can't I? So
You could allow me to do the surgery to put it in your head.
no. I will be quite all right.
Could also do it
But,
yourself.
I don't know, should we leave it up to the audience vote since
I
don't like the sound
wouldn't
of
do
that.
that. I wouldn't
No.
do that. Because that
Listen,
vote could
it's-
go horribly wrong.
Yeah, it's not rocket surgery. It's brain science.
Usually brain science is harder than rocketry.
No, rocket surgery.
Yeah, even rocket surgery is, like, generally easier than brain surgery.
I don't know.
Although it's meant to go in your brain. It's not like...
Yeah, it's not like we're just like It's not like we're trying to make it like into like a bowl for like dip and stuff. It's meant to be there. Hey guys.
Oh god. Poor people.
Yeah. Sorry, the noise should be gone already. But yeah, it's not like we're trying to install something dumb like laser eyes. Now I want laser eyes. Not gonna lie. I really hope Buddy gets this fixed. Otherwise, this is going to be an awesome special feature. He's just gonna battle with his internet for like a half an hour. The classic Charles and Chris show.
Yep. It's a fun one.
Oh yeah, no, it absolutely is.
So here's my question to you, Chris, now.
Oh, yes.
Was it your lightsaber? Because there's another lightsaber in here now.
Here's the thing. I think... In terms of, like...
And who is it?
See, we have two things that are definitely correlated, which is the disappearance of my saber and a murder with a saber.
Hmm.
So, while I don't have a largely tying piece of evidence, I definitely think the two things can be linked eventually. It's just a matter of finding the context under which those are linked. So,
yes. I would agree with
essentially,
you there.
I think a good place to start looking for suspects is by talking to the guy, getting logs of, like, you know, when people were in here, because there's got to be, it's the storage area, there's got to be cameras. Or if
that
not,
would be...
maybe, yeah, like, otherwise, like, what the hell kind of shit? And even if there's not cameras, there's got to be, like, logs for the doors or stuff like that. I mean, they're all computer controlled.
Yeah, like, it would make sense.
Yeah, like, I really
also, like,
not,
so we want to have a look at storage, and we also want to see if there's any... Do we want to alert them that someone's died on the ship?
Yeah, that's another thing we need to do. Although
it does seem slightly suspicious that I would have had a lightsaber on me, and I
mean, here's
in
the thing.
that area.
I am your alibi.
Yeah, you are my alibi.
So, as long as we can keep or maintain my innocence in all of this, which we can, you know, with the timestamp on the purchases in my mini fridge can confirm that I would have been in the room at the time of death, or in my own room at the time of death, so I couldn't have committed that. So, your innocence is tantamount to mine, I think, in this situation. So, I think we are in the clear. However, we still...
So there's there is at least one other person who had a lightsaber on them.
Yes.
And another one potentially who stole your lightsaber.
No, and
unless those two lightsabers are the same and they're just fucking it up.
I don't know. See, my thing is he mentioned that it was precision work with the cuts. So I'm thinking, unless someone, like, there's no way you can get lucky landing good blows with a lightsaber. It's something you need training in. It's like trying to wield a broadsword. I mean, it's
you definitely would need some form of training to hook up with it. So it might not be your stolen saber. That might be a coincidence.
Yeah, it's definitely
because there was at least another lightsaber on someone during that period. What we need to do is go through every single person, say that we're private detectives, Merkava and Cedric, and figure out exactly who's who, people's motivations for coming on this trip.
Well, here's the
go door to door.
If you ask me, my prime suspect before any other information has been presented is the other lightsaber wielder.
Yes.
So I think before we raise the alarm of them, I think... Oh my god, despair. That's funny. I think we need to track them down first. Because... I think that once everyone in the ship starts panicking, that might be even better cover for them.
We want to keep...
We might have an opportunity... Calm. Yeah, no. The thing is, though, is if they don't know that they haven't been... Like, let's say they're the murderer, and they don't know that they're suspected, or we suspect them of murder yet, then basically that gives them a chance to make, shoddy lies. And then later, once they present their story, we can sort of hopefully find some holes in their alibi if they are guilty.
Yeah. Okay, here's the other thing. Who was it that killed... Who was it that was killed? Was it that...
We have no idea on the body.
You have no
Just
idea.
Some, I assume, socialite.
Aha! Is he back? Is he back? The Destiny... No. Is he?
What kind of?
Kinda.
You're really crackly.
Really?
You're a bit
Okay,
quiet
it's
for me.
smoothing out a little bit.
That's not what the problem should be. It's these micro disconnects that's fucking me.
Hmm.
Is it
Hey,
because of the
sounds fine.
microdosing?
No, don't do that anymore.
It was a bad idea.
No, it's fine. It's just like my energy levels are too low at my diary.
Fair enough.
Right. I mean,
Huh.
I'm gonna get some stuff back. I don't like. I flushed my router. I restarted everything. I don't know if it's gonna work. Keep fucking up. We can always just cancel. But for now, I should be okay. I'm gonna just get Rule 20 open. Right. So yes, he explained to you that at the time it was the only lightsaber. They now have two free things.
Wait, you have two of them in custody, and mine is the only one that's missing, right?
That's correct, sir.
May I see the other two?
We've already locked them in the safe, and to get them back out again would kind of put their safety at jeopardy.
Yeah, Merkava, let's just leave it in there for now.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't want to lose mine as well. Like,
Yeah. My only thing. I'll tell you later, section. But, yeah, could you get the, could we at least get the, like, storage submission forms for, like, the sabers? Because...
It's classified information, I'm afraid, sir.
Well, shoot. Huh. Can I at least get the name of the other person who, turned in a saber? I
Why
want
don't
to
you
talk to
make
them.
a negotiation check. Hard.
Let's see. Character sheet. Just gotta double check this.
you can do it, Merkava.
Oh, yeah. No, this is gonna be great. I need to flip destinies.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Just about me. Also, those pictures are really big for me for some reason. All right. Let me just find the name for you guys. The full name. I know one is the name.
Anyway, I wanted to talk to her, them, and see if they knew of any suspicious characters on the ship, because honestly, there's someone to be trusted when it comes to, these matters, seeing as their saber is just as much at stake.
He begins rifling through some papers, but says to you, "Suspicious? What's suspicious aside from the missing lightsaber?"
No. It's suspicious that one would just go missing, don't you think?
Oh, certainly, sir. We're working very hard to get to the bottom of this, but I was just worrying that there was something else going on. The name of the other lightsaber person is Rith Elthir.
I'll cross-reference the Emperor database to see if that comes up. Emperor, have you... Otacon, have you found anything?
You hear no response from the Emperor. However, I think there might be a twinge of memory at the back of Darth Vance's head.
Rith. Trying to remember. I genuinely can't remember. Wait,
go rewatch the whole series.
Yeah, go rewatch the whole series to find out who it was.
Well, there are clearly some things that dropped in the conversion from Cedric to Darth Vance. That's probably one of them. Oh well, you learned the name. Is there anything else you'd like to ask this guy?
CCTV. That's the other thing.
Yeah. Do you guys have any cameras in here, or?
We have cameras in the public areas.
Hmm.
We have a very high-end clientele, and they've paid enough not to be videotaped in the privacy of their apartments.
Fair enough, I suppose. Well.
So there's corridor cameras. I
There are
see.
corridor cameras.
I was about to ask that.
And is there any cameras around storage at all? Of the storage room?
Yes. There's cameras in here, which we're meticulously going through as we speak. There's cameras on the stairwells leading here.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can have a... Do you want
The only
to...
problem with... Oh, no, wait, forget I said it. He says, fiddling with his hair.
There's an only problem?
No, don't worry about it.
Well, we're just here to help out, see if we can get the lightsaber back as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's
average charm check, Cedric.
Oh god.
Thank God it's not me.
Hey, I'm pretty bad at this as well.
No, yeah, don't worry. We've got the best people on the case. You don't have to worry about anything.
Top men.
Top men.
I look over at Merkava for a second, say, well, we can do a little bit of looking ourselves, talk around a bit.
We'll do some digging. We'll let you know if we find anything.
That'd be much appreciated.
So then we go. I pull Merkava over, say, I don't think they're looking, you know?
I'm not so sure your lightsaber's even in that safe.
Who's... I know this riff from somewhere, I just can't remember. Wasn't. It rings a bell, but I don't know.
How many saber wielders have you met in the past? It's probably a job.
Wait. Was she a... There was somebody on... Oh, where were they? Somebody at the temple who Revan used what was it? Use the force to rebound the darkness out of them. And I can't remember her name. That might have been Rith. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I remember that happening. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was her or not.
That's where Shao learned the ability. I can't remember if her name was Rith or not. The only other person it could be would be the Sith apprentice turned sort of good guy that Chow used that ability on from the vault in the Mandalorian safe house holiday retreat thing. I don't think it's that one. I think she had a different name.
Yeah.
But I think
Either way,
it must be.
Let's focus on finding them first.
Yeah. Let's go.
So, we need to find me a computer.
Were there
computers in the storage area?
Yeah, but those are going to be risky to use. I need something that I can sit at for a while and probably look through the
Is there one in our rooms?
Manifest.
Or do they not?
There wasn't one in the rooms. No.
And in our room. Okay.
Yeah,
Is there any sort of public computer area on board the ship that we know of?
Not that you know of, but you could certainly go looking.
Yeah, let's do that. That's probably a good place to start.
Alright, it's a big ship. It's probably going to take you an hour to case it around, even to get even the briefest of looks.
And while that's happening, I'm just gonna sort of keep my ear out to hear if the name Riff comes up anywhere in any conversations that we're passing.
Chris, why don't you make a daunting perception check to see if you can find a computer room? And Vance, why don't you make an average perception check to see if you can hear anything?
Man, my dice love to cancel out today.
Yeah, I know, right? Failure with advantage.
So you do see a few interfaces in the computer area that seem very basic machines. No, you're not sure you can really do anything with them. Charles, you wander about the ship for an hour, bringing you guys to about 6 p.m. And not only do you not hear anything about Riff, you don't hear anything. It's a quiet, peaceful walk. In fact, you've walked around the empty parts of the ship. There's nobody even to listen to.
Damn, I need to go where people are.
Planets passing by.
Pretty. No, get focus, murder, and lightsaber. That's what we're looking for. Let's go back to Merkava.
You find anything?
Nope.
Yeah, it looks like all the computer stuff here is really dated, kind of shitty. Which is a shame.
Yeah. Might have to use those storage computers after all.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know, it's been an hour. They might have found something on CCTV.
Hey, actually, you want to play... Oh, hey. You want to play, oh my god, we found a dead body? Use that as bait to get them out of the room?
Yeah, that could be, but not everyone's going to be rushing from storage out of the room. It's going to take them.
I guarantee the official would be, and he's the biggest one to worry about.
Well, he's just a storage official. Like, I don't think he's like the big.
My thing is if there's a guy with a walkie-talkie with a button to call security on us, he'd be the guy.
That is true. I'm gonna double check that we're not being followed at all by anybody.
Okay,
buddy.
make an average perception check. You have a good look around, and you're in a relatively busy canteen kind of area, but you're in the corner. Nobody seems to be listening in or caring about you.
Yeah, I'm thinking at this point we should go back and report the body.
Yeah, maybe. We could say it was we were knocking on doors and asking people around our quarters, and we just found it. Shall we go with that excuse rather than pigging out on?
Yeah, no, I'm also thinking, once I'm in the terminal, I'm gonna try to delete... Okay, we need to make fake footage of us going to that door and knocking on it from the, hallway camera perspective. Then, once I have access to the terminal, I can hit the previous footage of me going in there and eating all their food.
That is true.
Because I don't want to have to pay for that. But that's really not the most important thing in the world.
It is a lot of money, though.
Yeah.
Like, what was it, like 8,000 credits?
It's 8,000 credits.
Yeah. Okay. So, fuck it. Let's go and knock it again. And then fake shock it, dead body. And
Is that what you guys do?
I'll let you do that. Yeah.
okay.
I'll go back to my room. Clearly. Do you want to fake shock
The
it?
snacks are working.
Is that what you're gonna do, Chris?
What I would do, Chris?
I'm definitely gonna go check up on the body to see if.
Merkava, what I might suggest is you basically start a miniature search round, knocking on people's doors as they go, and sort of having a brief conversation with them, and then going to the next door, and then eventually get to that door, and then do the fake shock thing, because then it looks more realistic. We're searching around for people.
I'm not gonna slap the side of my face and go, "Oh my god!" But
Well, if it's the first one you go to, then it looks suspicious. But if you
Yeah,
do multiple ones before, then it doesn't look that suspicious.
I mean, it's literally 2 doors down, so I was gonna knock on your room, the room after that, and then the body.
Well, you would know it's my room, so don't bother knocking on my room.
Yeah. So I'll just jump to the room after your room, and then the body room.
Sure.
Then, once the alarm is raised, I'll hit up a terminal that hopefully I can get into. It shouldn't be too hard. It's a storage area, for sakes. But,
yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I'll download all of the footage of that hallway for the day, wipe it for the network, so we can figure out who did what.
Yeah,
sort of leave
good.
these guys in the dark because they're just going to complicate things. That I'm getting an air of general incompetence from them, so
I'm not so sure. Their incompetence seems maybe a bit more deliberate. That could be a thing.
Charles,
that's going
with the
on here.
ancient, always attribute to malice what could easily be attributed to incompetence.
Cedric's fucking cynical, man.
That is fine. It's chill.
Man, it's cynicalism at its finest.
Alright, so anyway, I'm going to follow through with that, do what I said.
What exactly are you doing then?
I'm gonna go to my room for a bit.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm not as freaky looking.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk past Cedric's room and knock on the door after that.
Okay. You hear grunting, and somebody opens the door a little crack, and you see a tall, bulky, muscular man with an angular jaw. Why don't you roll a hard vigilance check? strain yourself a little bit, taking one strain to see in the corner of the room through the crack, like the little bit of door that he's opened. You see a table set for two. He says, "What is it?"
Hi. I was just going around. There's been a slight theft, and I was wondering if you had seen any suspicious characters on the ship.
I've seen many suspicious characters aboard the ship. Is that not its purpose?
Anyone carrying a saber of sorts? A lightsaber hilt? You seen that?
He spits. I've seen 3 Jedi aboard this ship.
3, you say?
Yes, I'm looking at one.
Oh, well. What did the, well, my compatriot is another. What did the 3rd look like?
Who is your compatriot?
The human with not a real limb on him.
Ah. The other is a girl. Violet hair. Angry eyes.
Huh. Well, human, I take it?
I presume. It's hard
Okay.
to tell these days.
Well,
Your Republic
Thank you.
dogs mate quicker than you do conquer.
oof. Okay, well, I won't be bothering you any further. Thank you for your time.
He closes the door as soon as you say that, before you say thank you for your time.
Well, okay. Knock on the next one.
You get no answer. The room seems to be vacant.
I'll, turn the door handle and peek inside.
This is the room with the dead body, right?
Yeah.
You see the dead body.
I'll step inside for a minute. Just, re-observing the body, seeing if they restocked the mini fridge.
They did not.
Bummer. Then, I will make my way to Cedric and start heading to the storage.
Okay, why don't you roll a hard acting check?
Acting?
It is now a skill you have.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, you do get boost for the knocking and the conversations and such.
Okay, but what does it scale out of?
Just look at the skill in your thing.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that it was... Nice.
You're unskilled and it's based on presence, so it's going to be 1G.
Oh god.
But you can invest
Merkava.
10 XP at the end of the session to up it if you want.
Yeah, that could be a useful skill. I'm gonna flip Destiny, hit that boost die. You said it was hard.
Was hard.
Oof.
You certainly think you're incredibly natural there. Where are you headed now?
I'm gonna go get Cedric,
Uh-huh.
What's going on?
and then after going and getting... whoop. Body's still there. I think it's time to report it.
You're not gonna make a scene like you saw a dead body?
No, we're just gonna report it to the shit people.
Okay.
We're not trying to cause hysteria. We're trying to get the staff moving around so they'll probably not notice us. Trying to get on one of the computers in the storage area.
Okay then. Let's go then.
Alright. Yep. Head back to the storage area.
Okay, you head down and it's just people working on the boxes and such. The yellow-hatted man is nowhere to be seen. But 7:30 now, by the way.
Okay.
Just go on the
I'll ask
computers.
one of the people where their superior...
Oh, he's gone up to the safe to just check everything's alright.
Can you call him back down here?
Why?
We've got something to report.
About storage?
Dude.
It's something that... What?
Dude. We're in storage, not security. Let's try
No, I know.
security. Come up. I just grab Merkava and say, wrong place.
Fine.
If you look, they heard you over talking and said, if you're looking for the security lodge, it's next to the starport.
Thank you. And I go.
Cedric, as you were there earlier, you recognize it's about a 45-minute walk.
I put Merkava on my back and go, it's jogging time. And I jog over there.
Easy athletics check.
Good old steel legs.
They'll soon be marathon legs. As soon as he installs them.
And before still fails. Somehow with the spare.
That was close. That puts me up to 25 XP towards athletics.
You jog there and get there before the end of the hour, so you're there at about 7:55. And you see inside a bunch of people looking at cameras and some armor lockers and such, and people looking at maps of the ship, things like that.
Okay then, Merkava.
Oh,
Knock on the door.
knock, knock, open up the door. Are they real?
Well, when you knock, the door like automatically opens basically after a little while. You see.
Yeah, walking.
Seems like they want you to come in.
Yeah, we're coming.
Alright. I'm gonna sit
Hello,
down.
passenger. Are you having a good journey? One of the guards says.
Oh, well, yeah, certainly. I gotta say I'm a fan of the accommodations for sure. But
Yes.
we found something that might be of dire importance to you guys.
Well, of course, we're always listening.
We found...
I mean, always listening.
Cedric, you want to tell him?
Yeah, well, my friend here discovered something a bit ungainly. Apparently, according to him, there's a body in one of the rooms.
Oh yes, room 280. We know.
Oh,
You guys know.
Yes, we're not police, and the nature of this cruise, things like this happen all the time. We'll give all the information we have over to the Corellian authorities when we arrive, but we'll be damned if we're investigating it.
well, it's good that you've got two private investigators on hand right here, don't you?
Roll an average deception check.
Oh my god!
He looks at you like,
I think he's gonna think it's a joke.
okay, buddy. Well, I'm sure the real investigators in Corellia will take all of the information you got.
Well,
Just stay out of that room.
Hmm. I look at him. What sort of species is he?
He's human.
Human. Hmm. Okay then. We're also looking for my friend's lightsaber.
Yes, and you see that? We are investigating. Currently, we are looking at a few suspects, but of course, you'll understand as a fellow investigator that letting you guys know who they are might prejudice the investigation.
okay, Cedric, what was her name?
Rith.
So, I take it you're looking into Rith, purple hair, angry face.
Who? He says. What's
Well-
your discipline, Merkava?
My discipline?
Yeah.
4 yellow, 2 green.
Yep, he seems to give off an air of not knowing who she is.
Yeah. Well,
Also, wait, four yellow, 2 green. Have you? You can't go up above 5 in a skill, Chris.
wait, even if I put the XP in?
Yes. What other way? You can't go above 5 in the skill. Okay. Oh, even if I go above 5 in the skill?
No, I mean. Okay, well, my bad. I guess I'll just move the 30 XP elsewhere. But, anyway, yeah, you should definitely be looking into it.
Okay.
She's, suspicious, you could say. Anyway, I guess we'll leave you guys to your investigating. I hope you guys find my saber, as it'd be kind of disappointing to lose it.
I imagine, he says.
Alright.
Okay, let's go.
Well, let's head on out, Soldier. Well, shit. Man, the staff seems to specialize in apathy.
I think they are definitely looking into this, but we might have to have a talk with the Riff herself.
Yeah.
Although it may not be best for us to look like, you know, how we are. If she does know me at least, then because I have a feeling I know her, so maybe changing our appearances might be a good step to go down.
Alright, I've got an idea. What we'll do is we'll take off your limbs and tie you to my back. So we'll look like some grotesque two-headed creature.
No, dude. There's much simpler ways. And then I'm just gonna, like, bring my hand across my face and use Force Illusion to change my face into the, into, like, just a different random human being.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we're not in structured gameplay. You can do that without rolling.
Like...
What? That's
short,
neat.
Like, short, spiky blue hair with, like, normal eyes rather than my Sith eyes.
Yeah.
I look at him and go, ta-da! See, this is what happens when you talk to the Emperor and don't need refreshers on Force Lightning.
You hear a chuckle.
Well... How are we going to conduct our search for her?
You know, there's a reason one of you is a Sith and the other is a Sith Lord.
That is very true.
I honestly don't know which one's which at this point.
Well, one of us has Darth.
Darth.
The Vance of Dance will destroy you, Merkava.
Anyway. Yeah, how do you want to go about searching? Because we have a basic description of what she is.
Yeah, we can have a look around. Try the more populated areas to start with. Maybe if we don't find her initially, then we start talking to a few people, see if they know where they are. Cheers.
Yeah, I think that if we probably ask around, we could probably get more details. I mean, how many people have, purple hair?
Yeah, like, humans with purple hair, like, I know I've got blue hair right now, but, like, lol.
So what are you guys doing?
So we're gonna look for humans with purple hair with angry eyes.
Alright,
Yeah, just like a real resting bitch face.
why don't one of you make a formidable perception check, and the other can help.
What's your perception skill?
I have 1 yellow, 3 green.
See, I have 2 yellow, and that's it. So you use my skill and use your characteristic. So 2 yellow, 1 green.
Wouldn't it be 2 green?
It would. He did the math wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
And 5 purple dice, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Oof.
You spend around 2 hours looking around the ship's public areas as people slowly start flooding out of it as the day is coming to a close. You don't find anything. And it's now about 10:30.
Well, shit.
Some of the main lights in the public areas are going off, leaving just dimly lit wall lights.
Well, I don't think we're gonna find her tonight, Cedric.
Maybe not. But you never know. Maybe we should actually try and have a look at those CCTV cameras. You know, that might actually be useful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good place to start.
So, instead... Wait a second, let me look at Force Misdirect again.
Yeah, by the way, I'm like, when you did it earlier, it didn't last forever. Like,
yeah.
Like, because you don't have the upgrade for that yet. So outside
Yeah.
of combat, it's just quite like a quick effect.
So, yeah, I can help us stealth around a bit. With Force Misdirect, but like it'll be like really quick bursts when we're like stealthing around. So
Please don't make me roll stealth.
we'll still have to roll stealth, but I might be able to hide. I should be able to hide us. Yeah, I should be able to hide you. Yeah, you're silhouette 1, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be able to hide you for a very short period, like really short period of time, just to hide you, just in case we get caught. But I can't hold it yet. I'm still working on it. So do you want to do that?
Yeah, I think that'll
Okay, let's try and stealth down then. Down
Where are
to
you
stop.
going?
Okay, do we want to go? We want to go to because it's in security that the CCTV will be, and there's
They'll
still
probably be immediately suspicious that we're back there already.
yeah, and there's like one doorway which they can open and close, and like they've got CCTV in there with them, so it's like gonna be very hard for us to have a look. But does storage have CCTV in there? Do they have
They
their
said they
own
did, yeah.
CCTV?
That's what they said. Oh wait. Oh, do they have their the ability to look at it? You mean?
Yeah.
They didn't say. You certainly didn't see out in the open.
But maybe an office they might do. So what I think we should do, Merkava, is we go down to storage. We go into... We try and find Yellow Hat's office, if he's got one. He probably does, because every guy like that has an office.
Yeah.
Go into the office, sneak into the office, see if we can access CCTV or any logs in there to get any more information about any passenger storage things that, there might be some information there. And then get out and have a rethink of what happened. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Let's enable sneak mode then.
Right, so you guys are heading to storage.
Storage, yeah.
As you walk past your room, however, you do hear some talking coming from the room that Merkava had knocked on earlier, the one down from Cedric's.
Ooh. What's that? Merkava, do you know anything about this guy? Or girl? Or
you hear
person?
a male and a female mumble. You can't really hear the words.
Can I try to eavesdrop and see if I can't make out what they're saying a little bit more?
From the door, it seems you can't figure anything out.
You just want to...
I look up. Is there a ventilation shaft?
There's one a little further down.
Is it in view of the... Do I know where the camera is in here? Is it in view of the camera?
Why don't you make a hard perception check? Ooh. So you see where the camera is, and you think you work out the pattern because it's a moving one, and you think that you have about an 8-second window where it doesn't face. Well, you have about an 8-second window at any single point where it might not face you.
Interesting. I might be able to get up into the ventilation shaft to listen from above. What do you think, Merkava?
Do it. We got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
I'm gonna have a quick look at the ventilation shaft. Is it like an easy that I can pull off and put back so like no one can notice, or are there like screws?
Yeah, I think you could probably pull it off and put it back pretty easy.
How high is the ceiling? So I'm probably gonna have to jump to get up to it. So
Yeah, 10 foot.
10 foot. Yeah, I can.
It'd be one range band with leap if you wanted to use that.
Yeah, I'll probably use leap with it.
Alright, so you're trying to jump?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and jump, open it, and close it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you make a combined leap force power check, and it's combined with a average stealth check. But you will get an upgrade on the stealth check for the knowledge that you have on the camera. Where you have to succeed and also be able to use leap, and you cannot use the force points on success or advantage.
Yep. I'm gonna keep it like average. Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, average. And
You get the upgrade from the camera knowledge, though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
So you successfully reach up, grab onto one of the vents and hang yourself for a little bit. It takes about 4 seconds. The camera starts to turn around. You pull off the vent. You jump in. You put the belt back on. Probably a second before the camera turns around. And Merkava's just there, dumbfounded. You You do some crawling, and you eventually get a view of the room. Inside, a man, an older man, bulky, tall, with an angular jaw, human, and a younger, shorter woman, human, with purple hair and angry eyes, are talking. The man starts. I still think it's strange your master wants to work together. We're supposed to be hated enemies. She replies, in this case, a common enemy. Now tell me again, who is this group? They're called the Red Right Hand. They popped up recently. I've never agreed with their philosophy, and my men will help you. But if you really want to kill this Rakagu, perhaps killing her captives is a bad idea. She shakes her head. If Malik thinks it's for the best, so be it. Very well.
Ooh.
Our business here is concluded, he says.
I'm going to be standing outside the door with my arms crossed.
My men will be on Utapau shortly. You will be able to contact them there. Very well. I will let Malik know, she says. They begin drinking.
Mm-hmm. Can I see if she's got, like, how is she dressed at all?
She's dressed in Jedi robes.
Jedi robes. Okay. So, after hearing this, I'm gonna start working my way back down the shaft.
Yeah, you are.
Oh God. And then I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna try and go through some of the other rooms to see if there's anything interesting in them. If I can.
I'm gonna make an easy vigilance check as you're doing so to see if your eye catches things. As you go through you don't see too much in many of the other rooms. However, in the room with the dead body, you do see a lightsaber resting on the desk.
And a car in the plot.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
It's not a space whale this time, it's a space car.
Can I...
The Millennium Volvo.
From this distance, can I tell whose it is? Is it Merkava's?
Make a daunting perception check. Yeah, you strain your eyes a little bit, and you think you make a little noise trying to creep yourself closer to it, but you take one strain, and you notice that, yeah, that looks to be Merkava's Yellow Rare Devil.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
That's a trap. That's 100% a trap. You know what? If I had Force Move right now, would be really useful. Can I see from my angle if there's... No, there shouldn't be any cameras in here.
They certainly said, the guy in storage said that there was no cameras in their rooms. The guy in the security lobber said that they're always listening.
I gotta back out and back to my room if I can, and then drop down in my room.
You can't drop down in your room, but you can drop back in the hallway.
I gotta go to the hallway and say, Merkava! Is the camera looking?
Is it?
Eventually, no.
No.
And then I try and quickly drop down, sort of doing the same thing again.
Yeah, I mean, this time you're less pressured. Downwards is a lot easier, and you do it successfully. Although, why don't you make a unmodified easy stealth check to see how well you put the vent back on your departure? You're not going to be spotted by the camera, but it's about your vent placement. All right, you think it's pretty good.
All right. So, you see anything important?
Do you guys duck back into the room, by the way? Because this is still a little bit of a strange image. If the camera sees you, would just appear.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna duck back into my room. Merkava.
Do you follow him?
I'll follow, but I'll
Okay.
keep an ear out for any doors open.
Okay.
Yep. Merkava.
You head.
So, Brith is in that room next door. She's with Malik. She's part of the Jedi Covenant who's trying to kill Shao.
Oh.
The other guy is a Mandalorian. He's not with the Red Right Hand. He's with some other faction. But he's going to send his men to attack the Red Right Hand and help them try and kill Shao.
Oh, we can't be having that.
Well, that's what I thought.
Why not, you hear? Bracagoo is a thorn.
But she's our thorn.
I say, let the filth wipe each other out. Easier to conquer the galaxy when there's less of them around.
Very true. But sometimes that filth can be useful in other ways.
Indeed
I
it
still,
can.
I still don't consider Shao filth, but I'm definitely not up for killing her.
She seeks to thwart our plans. She is an enemy. Make no mistake about it, Merkava.
Either way, we still need to track down my saber. We found the girl.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Your saber's in the room with the dead body. Don't go and get it. Because if you do, I think it's a trap to get you caught killing the body. Potentially.
You want to go pay them a visit? I think we should go pay them a visit.
What, next
Let's
door?
rack up that body count.
Yeah, we could do. We could glean some useful information.
I don't know. I don't know why they would put my saber there.
It's almost midnight, by the way, and you guys are feeling pretty tired.
It's a weird move to make.
Well, we've got to move quickly. We sleep now, we can't really get them. Because
yeah,
we don't...
I'm thinking...
They're in the same place right now.
I wonder if I could just, like, rip the... Wait. You could just rip through this wall into their...
That is true, or we could wait for them to come out.
And what, give them the opportunity to run?
I'm thinking more spook them.
What's scarier than a cyborg man ripping through your wall?
I click my fingers and turn my face to Shao.
Well, she never was good looking. I guess that'll scare him.
It's after midnight, so why don't you both make an easy resilience check?
all of that resilience training is finally going to pay off.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Puddy, I put down the legs and the arms, so I'm not carrying them around constantly.
Okay. That's a lot of resilience training, Jesus Christ.
Jesus!
I spent some time in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Alright, you're both okay.
That's nearly as much as me.
I was sick
God.
of not recovering.
It's like 70 XP.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
Lordy. Okay.
No, it was during my wheelchair days when I couldn't do anything.
That's fair.
Good time. Anyway, so...
Let's go. Let's... How about we stand either side of the doorway, and then I'll turn my face to look like Shao.
And you're gonna make them some upsets.
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, no, they might actually freak out a little bit. I'm kind of excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, I am too. So I gotta stand with my back to the camera. On one side of the doorway.
Yeah.
And a signal to Merkava to stand the other. And we're just gonna basically wait for one of them to open the door.
Okay, you spend an hour waiting. Why don't you both make an average resilience check? That's not average, or has someone not made it yet? No, Merkava hasn't.
Merkava
Yeah,
hasn't made it yet.
I'm just don't mind me having a slight stroke.
Yep, you're both okay.
Nice.
And you've waited till 1 a.m. and nobody has opened that door. Merkava, why don't you make a formidable vigilance check? You hear faintly beyond the door.
They're sleeping.
Both of them in there?
Possibly. We haven't heard them moving through the vents, and even then, I don't think they would be up for that.
I think it's quick nap time. I'm pretty tired. Shall we nap? Have a quick sleep? Try and get there before they wake up?
I want to get my saber really, really badly.
Well, here's the thing. What we could do... Okay, here's what I got it. I can make... I think I'll have to... Puddy, can I... With misdirect, it says... Force user... A target up with short range is unable to perceive a person or object of silhouette 1 or smaller. Can I target the camera and stop it being able to perceive Merkava?
No, because
No.
the camera isn't susceptible to force techniques.
That's fair. So I
It is
can't...
susceptible to force lightning, though. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Not wrong. Okay, it's 8 seconds, Merkava. Do you think you can get up there in 8 seconds?
How about I just go through the door?
How are the doors? Are they like big, like not blaster doors, but like small blaster doors? Or are they
Yeah,
like
pretty
wooden
much.
doors?
I think what you're imagining... No, it's not wooden. I think the first one you imagined is probably what it looks like, for sure.
Okay. Dude, neither of us have our lightsabers, so we can't cut through them. I can pull it open, but that's noisy, And I can't do it in like 8 seconds, so
You
I
also don't
can't.
see anywhere to grip. You think you'd actually struggle probably to pull it open.
Yeah,
No,
like
my thing
this is
is
hard.
I could literally go, but my lightsaber's sitting feet away.
Yes, that is true, but I think that's a trap.
The thing is
I
what
think
motive?
someone's trying to frame you for that killing. Think
Yeah.
about it. Jedi killing somebody has their lightsaber right there. Very quickly, easy. Done.
My thing is why though? There has to be some kind of motive, especially trying to place a trap.
Somebody could know that there's a Sith Lord here, potentially.
I mean,
well,
I don't know.
we're quote unquote Jedi, so there could be an enemy there. Mandalorian, perhaps? An old Mandalorian general? Potentially. But to be fair though, me and Malik are still sort of buddies. So Rith might be fine with me. And maybe a bit more open.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is though, I'm trying to think just what kind of trap they could be trying to set. And my thing is, like, it's either A, for some reason they put a bomb in the room or something. B, it's literally just to have me at the scene of the crime, which I've already been there twice.
Yes, but without the murder weapon.
Mm-hmm. No, that's the thing. If you go into somewhere, A, the death has already been confirmed. B, I went in there twice without the murder weapon. And C, there's going to be tapes.
It's 2 a.m. Make a hard resilience check. Merkava, you will get 2 setback on everything you do until you sleep for 8 hours or more.
Alright. Tell you what. I'm gonna go grab my saber real quick, and then we'll sleep. I'm not comfortable leaving it alone, especially if it's just gonna disappear again.
Well, I am going into my room before you go in that room, and it's your fault if you get caught or killed. See ya, bye. And I go into my room.
You hear in the back of your mind, that is the attitude I wish to cultivate.
What, apathy? Alright, I'm gonna go open the door, force power move the lightsabers, go back to my...
You do so without incident. It moves towards your hand. It's good to feel. It feels good back in your hand, and you head to bed.
I'll sleep. God damn it, Cedric. I'm going to sleep with it very close to me.
Are you sleeping 8 hours?
Yes.
Cedric, are you sleeping 8 hours?
Yeah, I probably will.
You both recover a wound, all your strain, and yeah, it's a beautiful morning. It's about 10 a.m. when the complimentary breakfast arrives. Looks like some eggs from Tatooine and some bacon from Mandalore.
All right.
I never tried Mandalorian bacon before.
It's really big.
Do you know what? I'm starting to like Mandalorian diet. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad.
Well, they kill everything in sight, so I guess they eventually learn how to cook it too.
Like Trandoshan diet.
So
I can say that because the Trandoshan isn't in this party.
So, you want to go talk to our friends?
well, if they're next door. Yep.
Alright.
Do you want to knock on the door?
Knock, 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 knock.
After a little while, the door opens and the man stands there. Oh,
Hey.
great. 2 Jedi at my door.
Well, just wanted to let you know that I found my saber.
Oh, good.
And, yeah, I did have one question for
You had a question for me.
Yeah. Why was purple hair in your room last night?
That's none of your business.
I think it might be.
It's not.
Well,
He puts up a strong defense.
he
He
might
nods.
do, but he doesn't know that we might have a friend that might be involved in this. Then people fuck with my friends, then they don't usually last too long.
Yeah, either way, if we could talk, that'd be great.
Fine. He opens the door. Walks over to the table, grabs another chair to make it a 3-chair table, starts pouring a half-drunk bottle of scotch into 3 glasses.
Hey, I'll finger guns him. But,
He says, drinking the whole glass.
So, what exactly is going on here? Because,
This is a cruise ship from Sifar to Malastare. It
Well,
started
yeah.
in other planets, but you got on Sifar. You registered your lightsaber. You didn't. But since seemingly you've lost it since you arrived, you have retained your lightsaber.
yeah, I was wondering
You
why...
Observant
paid a
of
lot
you.
for the minibar service.
I mean, yeah, but it was good.
You seem curious, both of you. Investigative. There once was an investigator on board this ship. She's dead now.
That makes some sense to the business that you've been dealing with.
Yeah. So is that why she died? Because she kept asking questions and poking her nose where it shouldn't have been?
People have died for less, he says, but I wouldn't know anything about that.
Hmm.
I'm retired. Going to enjoy my vacation.
Well,
Hey, this was supposed to start out as a spacecation for
yeah,
us.
I was gonna
It
try to
didn't
work in
go
a
that
space
well.
station reference, but
So hey, how about you two go back to your room? Wait out the next 4 hours, six hours, sorry. He looks at his watch. And we'll land in Corellia and go separate ways, and we can all enjoy our spacecation.
Well-
So where's your friend now? I do want to talk to her before we leave.
My friends are mostly on Malastare. Malastare? Mandalore.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Mount. Oh God, sorry.
Mandalore.
Where's Riff?
Unlike some of the more spacefaring bastards, my family is still home.
I was talking more about the purple-haired lady with a bitch face.
Riff.
Apparently,
You can use her name.
I enjoy purple lady. No, yeah, Riff. Where is she?
I couldn't possibly tell you.
Is he? I think he might be lying.
Okay, 1 second. I'll roll. Four shit. You can tell that he's not. You can tell that he's not telling you the whole story, but you don't think that he's being dishonest or misleading you or anything like that. You think that something within his statement was true. The essence of it was probably true.
Okay. So he probably legitimately doesn't know where she is, but he might know where she will be.
Or was.
So come on in. You have a meeting with this person on a cruise, of all places, and you don't know at least where they're staying.
I don't. I don't know where her room is.
So, how did she find you then?
Through a mutual acquaintance.
Malik?
Getting somewhere.
Or was it another acquaintance?
I was visited in my home many months ago by a Gamoran who promised me that I would be left alone in this conflict if I just aided them. And quite frankly, I was sick and tired of the bickering. The war's over, we've lost. It's time for vacation. So I agreed. The green-skinned man told me everything I needed to know, but I haven't heard from him in about a month. Since I've been dealing with her.
Well, I was
Damari. Not Gamoran, by the way. He said Mirialan, not Gamoran.
Yeah. Ah,
Says
yes.
Damari, I believe his name was.
Yes. We do know the man.
Small world, really.
So, you want to just have a vacation, live your life now in relative peace, quiet. It's all over. But you choose to send your men with their own families, men who have as much to lose as you do with yours, your family. Why don't you let them rest?
I killed my 2 Jedi on the battlefield. I got that out of my system. Others were not so lucky. The Mandalorian soul is restless. I won't deny them the glory they seek.
Well, ain't that the truth? Well,
And besides, even though I want no part of the conflict, I won't deny I have a stake in it. The Red Right Hand are dangerous. As
Dangerous
are the
how?
Order of the Mask.
because I've heard a lot about how they're dangerous, but I've never why.
They're un-Mandalorian. They have an innovative sense of thinking. And that means they're powerful warriors. But more than that, they open themselves to the ways of the Jedi and betray their past.
Mandalorian Jedi. Yep, no, we gotta put a stop to that.
Only 2 of them ever found the power, from what I've heard. But still, it betrays everything we represent. Beyond that, I wouldn't be surprised if they're pro-treaty. But at least they're not so open about it as the Order of the Mask.
Oh, I take it, essentially, all other Mandalorians don't like the Hand at this point.
Sorry, you cut out a bit. Don't like the Hand or what?
The Mask.
Well, it's hard to say. There's a number of factions. Most of them, aside from the ex-military one, are roughly equal in size. Oh, and of course the Death Watch are a lot smaller than the rest.
Hmm.
Well,
Trouble. Can't keep my men safe from them, even though we're probably on the same side. Terrorists is what they are.
yeah, I mean, with a name like Death Watch, I mean,
Yeah. That's about right.
yeah,
He scowls a little at you, as if to belittle your lack of knowledge of Mandalorian culture and hierarchy, and he finishes his drink and says, well, that's enough. You seem to know enough about me to come to conclusions. I respect that. The intel is important. However, you've chosen to gather more information with it and make a power play. I see you are armed. If you wanted me dead, I'd be dead by now. I want peace. Please leave.
I'll toss him a 1,000 credit stub and say, you should try the minibar. There's some good stuff in there.
He smiles and says, perhaps I will, Jedi. Perhaps I will.
Alright,
I sort of
let's get out of here.
tip my head in a nod of
Did
respect.
you both drink the scotch?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Both make an easy resilience check. Alright, you both handle your alcohol quite well and are fine.
Tasty.
So as the door closes behind us, I go, well, it's time to find Rith and tell her who's truly boss now.
Are we the
Before you
captains
guys-
now?
Before you guys do that, I'm going to go to the toilet, so take like a 5-minute break. Be back by 40
Cool.
at the latest.
Okey-doke.
Okay, I'm back.
Nice.
It is a proper storm today. Like,
Really?
yeah, well, it's really chucking it down, and in the break, I saw about 8 to 10 flashes of lightning.
Christ.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? I'm back.
Well, for us, the storm just hit, Puddy.
I'm bunkering down.
I might need to, actually.
It's usually nah. I mean, it might, but it usually misses us.
Yeah, it usually
Go to,
misses us, but
uh,
whew, it's really going some.
I don't know, actually. Yeah, if it hits you guys, it might just be. It might have hit just south enough that it'll get to us, and not north enough that it won't. It's usually like you hit Scotland and then it misses us, or it hits like the Midlands
Yeah.
and then it misses us. So I'm worried now. But hey,
Well,
we're back. What
yeah,
are you
in that
guys up
break
to
it took
on
like
the
lightning.
old? Well, I hope you are
Don't
okay.
die. Yeah, I'll
we
be
pray
okay,
for you,
guys.
Cedric, all of us in the Force. May the Force be with you. So we are here. You guys are aboard the Daedalus. What are you guys gonna do now? It's about 2 p.m. by the way, or 12 p.m. by the time you get out and start doing stuff.
Well,
And you know that the ship lands at Corellia at 4, and that that's not its final stop. So you're not gonna have too long to get off.
Yeah.
shit. Well, let's make
Well,
a
we should
last
tell
effort to
storage
find...
you found your lightsaber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's head back.
Where are you heading?
To storage.
Okay. Sure. You head downstairs, and there are people busily working away.
Is Yellow Hat around?
You don't see a man with a yellow hat.
I'm gonna go up to one guy and say, excuse me, we're just looking for your boss. Is he around here? Anywhere?
He's up by he's doing some more investigative work into the missing lightsaber.
Yeah, we've got some news about that.
Excellent.
We want to go and speak with him.
Sure. If you've got news about that, he's up on the bridge, the first tier. So here, and he hands you a card. Bring this back to me. It'll get you up there.
Okay. Thank you very much. To the bridge.
To the bridge.
Takes you about an hour, and you get up to the first floor of the bridge. This is a 2-tiered bridge, and you see a bunch of busybodies. And but surprisingly, because of the high clientele of this ship, the guys on the bridge are probably the worst dressed people on the ship. They're in kind of crew uniforms and stuff. Very neat and well kept, but everyone else on the ship seems to be wearing much more fancy clothes. You do see a man with a yellow hat next to him on the desk. He's not wearing it, writing furiously.
Okay.
Sweep up behind him.
You hear him talking to himself. He says, "We have searched every inch of this ship except for the stuff security won't let us, and we can't find it. How does it just disappear?"
Well, yeah, you know what? I'll set the lightsaber down on the table in front of him.
Please don't tell me it was behind your ear.
No. We ended up coming across it. Well, all's well that ends well.
Cross it? Where?
Well, apparently there's a incident in one of the rooms. Security told us that they were looking into it, and it turned up there. So that's probably why you couldn't find it where security wouldn't let you look.
No wonder. Yeah, well, I'm glad it's safe anyway.
Yeah, well, just thought we'd let you know that you could stop sweating over it.
Yep, well, I'm still gonna have to sweat over it because I'm gonna have to write the reports and we're gonna have to make sure it doesn't happen again, even though shit like this happens all the time.
Oh, man. Oh, well, thank you for your assistance. And,
No problem.
I guess we'll be on our way. I liked his little nervous freak out.
I'm gonna have a quick
Where's the
look
lightsaber?
in the room.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna have a quick scan of the room just to double check. Mrs. Purple Hair isn't here.
You don't see Rith in the bridge, at least on this first tier.
Well, she's not here.
Dude, wait. What if we made this... We could take control of the ship and make this the Galaxy Plunger 2.
I look over at him and go, no, like, We've got other ways of getting places.
No, dude,
I
how
have
great.
already arranged your transportation to Solist and Dagobah.
Fine. No, I'm just thinking how great would it be if, like, we showed up with, like, a galactic cruise ship, and the other party is, like, flying around in a freighter.
It might be a pretty important freighter, though.
Yeah.
If they manage
Still,
to get
though.
the one they've got their eyes on right now.
Oh god.
No. Cedric, we have to get some spray paint and vandalize their ship.
Yes,
I don't
that
think
is...
they will arrive on Utapau with it, but there will be another cross-party session before Utapau, I'm pleased to announce, if everything goes to plan.
Oh no. Oh no.
We have to pick up some spray paint.
But that involves you getting good progress in today, so even though we
Yeah,
can probably go over the 3 hours, let's still keep
Yeah,
going.
let's go.
Yeah, okay. So-
We know of her. I'm gonna tap into Emperor and say, do we want to bother with Rith at this point?
He says, as I've said from the start, let the vermin wipe out the vermin, and there will be less vermin to exterminate.
I look over at Merkava and say, what's the point? We have a couple of hours to pack, make sure we got everything done, give the security card back, get our lightsabers back.
Let's get everything in order. That's probably
Yeah,
the right call.
I'm gonna look over at the security guy, the storage guy, and say, we're close to leaving, and I want to make sure everything's packed up. So, could I grab my lightsaber from the safe, if that's possible?
He looks at his watch and says, it's great. It's only like 2 hours anyway. And we've got someone else collecting a lightsaber at 4, so sure. And he reaches into he goes up to the top tier, comes back down after a few minutes with your lightsaber and gives it to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, actually, you said there was a saber user coming to pick up at 4?
That's right.
Alright, well,
Have you arranged a meeting point for that? Because we would like to particularly speak with that person.
It's at the checkout on Corellia.
So she is getting off at Corellia. Good. Well, we've got to go past there anyway, so...
alright, well,
let's get there early and make sure we get in and out quickly.
yeah. Lord knows we don't want to have to deal with security for too long again.
A few more hours pass, and you guys begin touching down on the familiar skyline of Coronet City, I think. Or maybe it's Corellia City. One sec. It's the city you guys visited first. Let me just check.
I believe that was Corellia. I think it was... Because it's weird, because Corellia City's not the capital, isn't it?
Yeah, Coronet is the capital.
Coronet's the capital, and I think
I think you were at Coronet City.
To be fair, I can't remember.
You are at a very big city in Corellia. I think it's Coronet. And you begin walking through the checkout. You are a few, like, you know how at the airport there's the, like, I can't, how I say it, like the lines, the fabric lines. Yeah, but it's like the things that section off the queues.
Oh yeah,
Dividers,
yeah, but they're not like plastic or metal or anything. They're made of the red carpety stuff. And it's about 3 sections down from you, you see a violet-haired woman collecting a lightsaber from storage.
I'll do my best to make eye contact with her.
She stares directly at you.
I stare at her back.
She
I
collects the lightsaber and begins walking out of the spaceport.
I'll
get it.
follow her.
I'm gonna start trying to walk towards
You
it.
would have to make a bit of a scene to get out that side of the airport, of the spaceport. Don't make a scene, you hear? I paid good money for this transportation. I won't have you getting my deposit non-refundable.
Alright, fine. We'll see her
I just
later
try-
anyway.
I just try and keep my eye on where she's going.
As you leave, there's a taxi waiting for you, and I assume you get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you head to a very official-looking council building. Actually, it's not a council building. You head downtown away into the rural areas, into a large estate and a very fancy-looking home. As you get there, the Emperor says to you, "You will talk to Kotora about everything she knows about her investigation, her progress, her failures, everything she has left to do. Then, you will let her know that she has become disposable, and you will dispose of her."
Oh, shit. Okay.
You are taken to the doors of the large house as a butler greets you and begins walking you through the lavish corridors. You see on the walls depictions of flames and fireplaces burning, as well as depictions of a very fancy place that seems very long from here. It doesn't look like Corellia, it looks more nature-y. But eventually you get to a sitting room, and across from you, looking into the fireplace that is burning, a woman, a figure. She turns and says, "Jamie, that will be enough for tonight. And, you know, with the power situation here on Corellia these days, why don't you turn off the security systems to give them a bit of a rest?" Are you sure, Mom, with all the troubles that have been going on lately? I know what I said, Jamie. Enjoy your night off. Yes, Mom. And he walks away. "Greetings," she says, not looking at you.
Greeting. To you too.
Hello.
So you are Tenebre's newest pets. Interesting. She walks over to a cabinet. There seem to be 2 lounge chairs close to the fireplace.
Oh, I'm all over those.
I stay standing.
How comfy are the chairs?
Incredibly.
Ah, man.
She begins to pour 2 glasses of wine. She walks over to you, Merkava, and puts it on the table next to you. She walks to you, Vance, keeping eye contact for the first time, and puts it into your hand, before breaking eye contact and moving back to the cabinet to pour her own. She then takes the vacant lounge chair. "To what do I owe the pleasure? There's a civil war going on in the Corellian skies, if you didn't notice. I'm a bit busy."
Well, we're here for an update.
"You're checking up on me? Does the old man not trust me anymore?"
More that he can't really travel anymore, so.
"Oh no? Why is that?"
Staying
Kind
more
of.
of a low profile.
Yeah.
There's been more Jedi interest than been
The Jedi know he
necessary.
exists,
Oh,
Yes.
kind
and
of.
he's been careless.
Yeah, Cedric.
Some might say.
The Jedi know you exist too, Vance. Corellia was contacted by Naboo yesterday. You're lucky there's only one master on Corellia these days. Well, I say luck, as if it wasn't part of Tenebre's plan. Should be
So-
worried about Dantooine, though. An old friend of yours seems destined there.
Which one?
The fiery one that didn't quite escape Tenebre's grasp. I believe you call him Malik.
Interesting. So what else have you gathered your time here?
I've gathered much. After all, I was a member of the Jackers and the Corellian Senator for quite some time, she says.
Interesting.
She sighs and says, the Corellians seem destined for independence as planned. The only person that would get in the way is Justice Cornelius Gash, who seems to be a staunch defender of the Constitution. Once he is assassinated, and I'm waiting a couple of weeks to finish that one off, everything should be in place, and I can be moved on to my next assignment.
Good. That was your mission here? Make sure Corellia's independence from the Republic?
Well, it was more do what I always do. I'm a bit of a shit stirrer, if you haven't been told. I chose to take this approach, and a handy side effect was what you see when you look up when you stand on the black beaches of Corellia. There are huts invading our territory. What a beautiful day it is, she sips from the glass of wine. Why don't you both make hard streetwise checks to see if you've been keeping the lethal intent you have under wraps? She chuckles at that line and then looks around the room. Merkava, you're just relaxing, cool, all max and all chill on the couch. And her eyes, yours again, Vance. And she says, interesting.
Well...
She stands from the chair, begins walking towards a table or a desk, a set of drawers on the corner of the room. She opens one of the drawers and picks out a dual-bladed lightsaber hilt. I believe we've met before in battle, Vance. A lifetime ago, for both of us.
Yes, but I have a feeling this time things might be slightly different.
Oh, indeed. On that day, I could use but a spark. Today, I'm a burning flame, she says.
How's the wine, by the way?
It's quite nice. The fireplace, by the way, begins to rage, and she says, I would consider your actions carefully. Your detours hold the ancient knowledge of both the Jedi and the Sith. And while my brother masters the weapons you use, my weapons are a little more volatile.
She's got grenades. Look out.
See, you may have mastered some arts, but we have got 2 here in front of you. But 3. And then I change my face to look like Tenebrae. Head to toe. Because he is here with us still.
Yes, your eyes gave that away when you walked in. I'm aware that his pets wouldn't act unless it was under his orders. Oh, and Zinzlin is going to be so disappointed.
Oh. He may be disappointed, but I'm sure we'll get to him soon enough. And I launch forward and thrust my blade towards it.
Okay, roll initiative. Chris, you're not prepared. Cedric, you are.
I am gonna use full C. So don't
Okay,
roll.
you're not engaged with Chris because you didn't sit down.
Oh yes. So
Oh, the wine is so good, though.
no. What am I doing? We don't have any Darkside points, do we, in Destiny?
Nope.
No, apparently we.
You shouldn't. You've used two.
Yeah.
I haven't used any, so flip that one. Okay.
Yeah. So I get +1.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Did you clear initiative?
Yeah, at the start of the session. You haven't fought yet today. Her dual-bladed red lightsaber ignites, by the way.
Wait a minute.
And as
Why
it
did
does,
that?
it seems to flicker a little.
Interesting. Interesting.
There we go.
Oh, I rolled that wrong. That's a C. I will just wait. PP? Nice. I'll reroll it. Okay. It is a player initiative slot.
Cedric, why don't
Yeah.
you take
Yeah.
care of this?
I'll go first, launching forwards. I guess engaged. So
Yep, you
fear
go from
check.
short to engaged.
Hard fear
we're
What
check.
is
short
the
range.
difficulty?
Hard.
She succeeds.
Okay. So let's see. So did I have to use a maneuver to get engaged with her, Puddy? Just to double
Yeah.
check. Yep. Okay, then I am going to. I'm gonna use Avalanche, Falling Avalanche, suffering 2 strain, to add 6 damage to this lightsaber check that I'm gonna do now.
Okay, she has adversary 2, so it's going to be 2 difficult, 2 challenge. Oh, and she has 1 melee defense, so 1 step back.
That's 1 setback. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
So that is 8,
Critter face off.
14 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna crit. So I'm gonna use a triumph to activate the crit. Then gonna use 3 of the 4 advantage to add +10. I have 2 vicious, so that's 10,
Plus 50.
30.
Oh, wait, yeah, because your lightsaber doesn't have to reduce crit.
And then
Yeah.
roll your horsepower as well.
Yes. It's a plus.
Okay.
So an extra
40.
10, so it's a +40 crit. Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you want me to roll that D100 as well?
Yeah.
Agility.
Agility goes down by 1. That's cool. Okay. So you notice as she sets herself at your hit, and she twirls and flourishes her saber very flashily, much like a duelist. This is clearly not as strong a style as you've seen from others, but she's clearly an adept wielder of a lightsaber, and she parries off a lot of the damage. But she set herself all wrong. You can tell that the stance is completely unprepared, and you can see the knee buckle horribly. And while it doesn't look particularly bad, you can sense from the way she moves that she's not in a good spot.
I look at her and shake my head, going, poor. And then, let me have a look a second. What do I want to do? Do I want to do this? Nope, that's going to be the end of my turn.
Alright.
Okay, Chris, you're not facing her. It's going to be a maneuver to stand up.
Oh, I was gonna do this sitting down.
You're not facing her.
Okay, can I pivot the chair?
That'll be a maneuver.
Alright, I'll pivot the chair as a maneuver, and I'll take 2 strain to sip the wine while I force lightning her.
Okay. What emotion are you drawing upon to use this, to use Force Unleashed?
Ooh. Yeah, probably just the generic, hatred. We just got done having a good time with mini bars. And
Okay.
now we're back into the same old rigmarole. Merkava's kind of sick of, having to deal with people.
Why don't you try rolling your Force Unleashed power? She has 2 items there.
Let's see. Does she have the ranged setback?
She doesn't have a very ranged defense though.
Okay. To adversary. Force. Do I have the dark energy thing?
Nope.
Nope, okay.
Okay, you bring yourself forward, try to channel the dark energy into your hands through your mild frustration at having a vacation cut short, and it seems like the Force doesn't really react to that very much, and nothing seems to happen to your action. And you use both your maneuvers, so that's your...
That's my turn.
Wine's good, though.
Tasty wine. Alright. So, it's... Next.
So you see her rip something off of her necklace that she had underneath her clothes and grip it really tightly. And then she calms her mind for a second. And then Merkava, why don't you roll an average vigilance check to see if you know what she's about to do. So you notice as she seems to cast Force Unleash, but the form that it takes is like you've never seen before. And she's gonna roll against you, Cedric.
Okay.
What's your range defense?
3.
And so she is going to deal 6 damage, which you can soak, so you soak all that.
Yeah.
As out from the fireplace bellows dark flames. You notice, Merkava, that it is not merely Darkside energy, and it is not merely fire being manipulated. This is almost like a dark amalgamation of Force energy and flame as it begins to circle Cedric and begins to set the house on fire. There is now a wall of flame between you and her, Cedric, as she walks out of the double doors behind her.
Does this wall of flame go all the way up to the top? Or...
Yeah, it's scorching the ceiling. It's huge. And it's also not just flame. You can feel it too, Cedric. You can see there's bits of orange, red, and black in there. It is a dark... This flame is infused with the dark side of the Force.
Well, seeing that she's gone, I will finish off this glass of wine, set it down on the table next to me, and go, well, now what, Cedric?
You also notice as she leaves that a shroud in the Force, a disturbance in the Force hits you both.
You feel that?
Yes. Well, we've got to go through that way, so can you move it out the way?
But there are other doors that just lead to the back of the house.
Oh. Alright, well, give me a hot second real quick, Cedric. Okay, where'd she grab the wine from? Is there any more?
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Okay, I'll grab a few bottles.
Okay.
I look at Merkava, just shaking my head.
Alright.
The flame seems to be encompassing. That's going to be maneuvers. So you're taking this turn. You spent 2 maneuvers doing that.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready to go.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the wall of flames.
Yeah, next for me, Merkava.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Here,
what
by
floor?
the way, you must go after her. She cannot be allowed to reunite with her sister.
What floor are we on? Are we just on the ground floor?
You're on the ground floor.
Okay. I'm gonna try and go through the doors and see if I can find a way round. Like round, down the
You
side.
use your maneuver to get outside, and another maneuver to notice that you can definitely get around to the front of the house for sure. Although as you do so, you do notice that the flames kind of block the exit you took, and you're without your ally.
Oh well, he's got to find a way out of there. And I'm just gonna start booking it that way. I'll have used my action rather than taking the strain.
Yeah, I assumed. Cool. And next. What's your discipline, Cedric?
2 proficiency, 1 difficulty. To use it that way. Ooh.
Got to roll this as well. So you are going to feel in the Force a connection leading you outside Cedric. However, that connection is almost instantly severed. You feel it kind of to the north, but as soon as you feel it, it is severed, and it feels difficult to even think about it after it's gone.
Is the north towards the house? Or
No. Well, yeah, kind of, but it's further than the house. It's towards a bustling kind of rural village square that seems nearby.
Okay, I'm just gonna start going towards the front door and try and
The front door?
trying to go. So you said I could
You're outside. In the
Yeah.
back garden, there is a path to the front.
to the front. Yeah, I'm gonna start running to the front.
Okay, with one maneuver, you end up at the front road and about a maneuver away from that village square.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and... Can I see anything here? Is she anywhere around here?
Is
Can
there
I
any
see
what,
that?
sir?
Can I see Cora anywhere around here?
No, this part of those kind of streets seem pretty empty. The village square, even though it seemed very, very empty when you arrived here, is now bustling with people. Absolutely chock-a-block with people at the market stalls.
I'm gonna start heading over there.
That's going to be another maneuver.
Yep. Oh, I'll take 2 strain for this one.
Oh, okay. You're
What's
free to take that back if you can't think of an action afterwards.
Well, I was thinking I'm gonna have a look, see if I can see Cora there or not.
You cannot see Kotora/Helda anywhere in this group of people.
Okay, that'll be the end of my turn. Can I take that back then, or not?
No, that was an action.
Yep.
There's just a failed perception check. You didn't get to roll because you failed on that. Merkava, you are now in a burning building where all the exits are now burning with Darkside infused flames. You have wine though.
Yeah, you know, it's not all bad. I'll head to the door that, you know, Cedric went out of.
It's burning down with Darkside infused flames.
I don't have much of a choice.
You're gonna walk through it?
Actually, are there pillars in the room?
Pillars, yeah.
Can I force power
That are
move
burning.
one of, like, shake the pillar with force power move to put it out? And then use it as a bridge
Put
over
it
the
out?
fire?
You
Yeah.
can certainly shake the pillar. I'm not gonna tell you what the outcome's gonna be. If you think it'll be that, you go ahead, good sir.
Okay. I could probably think of something better.
Maybe. I hope so.
So is it like the door closed, or is it literally I just have to get through the flames?
The one that Cedric went out is open. The rest of them are closed.
I'll go out the one that Cedric went out.
All right.
Do what I can to catch up with him.
You successfully head out of that door, walking through the dark side infused flames as they engulf you, dealing 6 damage with breach, and it is going to 1 second. It is going to burn you for the next 3 turns.
Oof.
You are on fire, and the dark side is infusing that fire.
Okay.
It is probably the most pain you have ever felt.
It was worth it for the wine.
It's a maneuver to get out into the back garden.
Yeah. I'll stim myself.
All right, you can recover 5 wounds.
So, 5, taking 6. Do I soak this at all?
It's got breach.
Does the burn have breach too?
It does.
Oof. Now remind me how burn works exactly.
At the start of your turn, you will take the damage that is listed on the burn.
So if it's burn 3,
3 down. Oh, no. It's the base attack. It's the base attack of the weapon, so it'll burn you for 6.
ow.
The 3 for burn 3 is the 3 turns.
Okay.
You might have a maneuver that you can do that reduces it. Maybe. I don't know. Merkava.
Well, I mean, I already took my maneuver to stim it.
Yeah, you use 2 maneuvers. You're out 2 maneuvers. You
Yep.
only have an action left.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use that to catch up to Cedric while being on fire.
You can't do that. That's a maneuver.
Wait.
You've taken
You
2
can
maneuvers.
only take 2 maneuvers per turn.
Ah, God. I guess I'll just take my action to scream, because ow.
Okay, take 2 strain for your 2 maneuvers then. And then...
Alright.
What's your discipline, Merkava?
4 yellow, 1 green.
Player initiative, stop.
Okay.
Should be 6 damage right now. Oof. My hair is on fire.
I'm
I'm a Keldor. I don't have hair.
I get a look at these people. Then, do any of them notice me, Puddy?
They all notice you. They're all looking at you very strangely.
Ah, where is she? I don't have anything that can track her. Damn it. Let me have a look a sec. Merkava, if you want to take that first turn. Or not, I don't know. Because I'm
I'm
looking.
literally going to be rolling on the ground to try to put myself out. No, it's probably not worth it. These are probably magic flames. I won't.
You're almost certain that they're magic flames. I've been very explicit that they are indeed Darkside flames.
So they don't play by, physics rules. So, yeah, I'm just gonna stim myself twice.
All right.
So
you recover 7 wounds total.
Okay.
Wait, how do you have so many wounds?
I'm on fire.
True.
Oh yeah, you took the 6 at the start of your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will perform a medicine. No, I'm at 5.
Oh yeah, you'll perform a medicine check. Okay, so it's gonna be hard because it's on yourself, but you're on their half. That's an action, so you've got to take 2 strain for those 2 maneuvers you took.
Yep. Woo!
You recover a wound. You're up 2 wounds this turn, or down 2 wounds this turn. I mean, but in a positive way.
Yeah.
And you haven't moved though.
Oh yeah, but I'm trying to put myself out.
The house begins to crumble. By the way.
I'm gonna. Where has she gone? So the house is beginning to crumble, right?
Yeah, you probably don't notice though.
There's a village square just to the north of the house.
You're in.
Which I'm in.
A bunch of market stalls and stuff.
Bunch of market stalls.
People are bustling. They really need to get their potatoes here at 8 p.m.
With the with the house, which way is the house facing? It's like the front door towards north.
The front door is facing north.
Okay. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? You said there was a sort of change in the force, buddy?
Yeah.
The shift.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and sort of concentrate on that and see if I can localize it to an area?
You can try. You can certainly try. Is that what you spend your action doing this turn?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to spend my action doing.
You try and feel around for this connection that you felt, but it was clearly severed and severed clean. But you are able to at least use your memory to remember that it did where it was pointing at the time, and you sense it was here. You are in the area where you felt it from. I'll have a free maneuver and 2 strain to use another one.
I'm gonna use my maneuver to try and push through and see if I can get to the other side of this.
Okay, that's fine. You can get probably halfway through the crowd with a maneuver.
Actually, there's an easier way to do this. Force leap. I'll use force leap to jump over this.
Sure.
All these people. Yep.
Yep.
That's a lot of range bands, so I'm gonna try and jump over to the other side of this thing and see if I can have a look around there.
The crowd goes for miles and miles and miles, but as you are flying through the air, you land on a lowered rooftop nearby and get a good look at the crowd. Try and search it out, but that'll probably be next turn.
Yep. That'll be my turn.
As you're looking through the crowd, out from one of the stalls comes a spinning, dual-bladed lightsaber heading directly for you.
Oh! Uh-oh.
What is your range defense?
1 now. But I am going to use Sense Advantage to add 2 setback to the check.
Read that talent exactly, because I'm not sure you're actually able to use it in this situation.
Sense Advantage once. Let me bring it up on the actual thing though, because I paraphrased it on mine. If it's in Jijicho 9. And there. I had it. Sense Advantage. Once per session may add 2 setback to 1 NPC skill check. That's
Right,
exactly
so
what it says.
It is on the verge here, and this is a very unique situation. So
Yeah.
I'll explain why I'm going to rule it this way. You do not know who is throwing it, and you cannot find them. So I'm not going to let you use that.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I don't know it's happening, then
Yeah, like no, you know it's happening. You just don't know who is doing it.
Who is
it could
doing
come from any of the people, so you
Yeah.
don't know who you'd be able to impose the setback on. That's why I'm going that way.
that seems fair.
It probably won't come up a lot. The rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to roll the force power.
Well, that is not good.
It isn't good. However, that's pretty good for you. So I'm actually gonna flip this. You're gonna have to take one strike. So it comes and it crushes through you, and you are going to take 11 damage, ignoring also 10 soak. You probably actually have more than that. So
No,
shouldn't
I
say all.
don't have more than that.
Okay, so ignoring all of your soak, it's gonna use the triumph to hit you again with linked. The other side of the blade comes through you, hitting you for I think it's another 11. I have linked right here. Additionally, yeah, I'm pretty sure the extra success works on linked. Actually, on this occasion, just because I don't know, I'll rule lower. So you take 11 and then 8, both ignoring your soak, and then the lightsaber goes back into the crowd, and you lose track of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
If Merkava was here, he might be able to notice what that move was.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm on fire, so
Is it your turn?
might as well be.
You take 6 wounds. This is you got one more turn of this.
Okay, well, shit. Man, I don't even know where Cedric is.
You guys have probably got enough of a connection for the Emperor to be aware, and through him, for you to be aware that he's in that village square to the north. You also see him standing on a rooftop with his shiny augments shining in the moon.
Oh. And so shiny. Alright.
It's about 2 maneuvers away, by the way, that village square.
Well, I'll move 1 maneuver and then stim with the other.
You recover 2 wounds.
Ow.
Next time, ignore the technology and let me use the Force to heal you.
I'm pretty sure the medicine check literally consisted of me trying to pad out the fire.
He means the stim packs.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can't do that yet, but, you know.
That's why I'm here, to babysit you.
You keep saying that, yet I am still here on fire. You are a terrible babysitter. And,
Sometimes
in
you
an
gotta let the baby stick their hand in the electrical units so they learn the lesson.
Yeah, just throw the toddler into the transformer. It'll be
Thing is,
fine.
I've been in you for like a year, and you never learn the lesson.
Putty, I'm gonna try and use foresee to see if where another attack is coming from.
Okay. Is foresee an action? I think it is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say anywhere, so I guess it's an action.
Why don't you roll a hard perception check combined force power check? Now, yeah, be aware that this could be not great on a success either, but I want to give you the chance just in case you roll triumph, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so you begin to reach out in the force to look for it, but you're stopped, almost a giant kind of blockade in the force, almost as if something is shrouding you away from that moment in the cosmic force. It's almost as if destiny doesn't want you to look at it.
A little bit confused, Cedric drops down from the roof with his maneuver and tries to stay low to try and see.
Okay, I will give you a plus. I'll give you a defense 1 cover, but it doesn't stack, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, so I gotta see if I sit low. I can keep away from it. Merkava, you know I can't take another hit. I need you over here.
You notice as one of the village stalls next to you catches a flame.
Merkava, can I take this turn now? Okay, I'm taking this turn now. To how far away from it am I?
You're hiding behind it.
Oh, I'm hiding behind it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna... I am going to force leap to disengage with it, try and land round about the centre with as many people as possible. That's my aim for this.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make a combined force leap. It's gonna be an action, and it's gonna be a combined force leap average coordination check.
I wanna save my action for doing this turn.
You've already committed to it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Combined coordination.
Yeah, average coordination.
Oh, that's bad.
So imagine a war dancer leaping into the middle of a cage, but landing on his back. That's exactly what you basically just did. You tried to do a really acrobatic leap over a bunch of people, and you end up landing on your back in the middle of a crowd. Very susceptible, very vulnerable.
So basically, like jumping with a Kislev lineman.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. Wait, Kislev linemen are as good as war dancers because they have Agi3 and very long legs.
Yeah, that's true though.
It's like leaping with a human ogre.
Yes. Yeah.
I really hope Chris is back, but you do still have a maneuver. You are prone.
I didn't realize my mic was muted.
Stand up.
Did I see that whole fiasco?
Yeah, I think you would have.
I'm gonna shake my head.
I guess stand up and
move away from the village square. You take. Yeah, you're fine. You had your free maneuver, so you're fine.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right.
Oh no, I've already in it next.
Well,
I guess, but oh well.
I'm on fire.
Yeah, you take your 6 wounds, but the fire is out now. Drops to the earth, becoming one with the force.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. The fire does.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh,
Yet. The Emperor says, would you like some healing?
It would be nice, but I'm gonna be spending a maneuver to get into the market square.
Okay, you get there. The Emperor asks, would you like some healing?
Yeah. I'm kind of crispy right now.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna... One second. I should really write down just a stat block for the Emperor, so it's easier.
I'm a crispy boy.
Do you have any crits?
No.
No crits? Are you sure?
Nope. I haven't taken any since, freaking we got them all fixed up at what's-its-place.
Oh, that's not good. You're gonna have to flip a destiny to use those points.
Alright.
If you want to.
Oh, it is the Emperor.
For healing. Just saying for healing.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of healing.
Yeah, for the guy not like...
He's like closer to his wound threshold than you probably are. You don't see his wounds. He took 6 breach per turn for 3 turns.
That is true. Although
Me,
he
really close.
took... Oh god.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should probably just flip the die.
But dude, it's your decision.
Yeah, I'll flip
But
it.
fighting this chick alone is not a good idea. Trust me.
I'll be there with you.
Yeah, but you haven't been there for the rest of the time.
I finally caught up.
Cedric's mad about the wine.
It's the wine. That
It really is. It is what fucking royalty, to be fair. Alright, let's work out what the Emperor is going to do with these points. I'm going to activate it with one of them. I'm going to spend 1 increasing the range. I'm going to spend 2 increasing the magnitude. What's your intellect, by the way, Merkava?
4.
And then he's going to spend 1... wait a minute, he's going to spend 3 on strength. So, that is, he's got 1, 2, wait, he's got 1, 2, he's got 2 ranks of strength. So 6, plus your intellect, which is 4. Merkava, you heal 10 wounds, and you feel a presence in the Force, Cedric, reach out to you and empower you with hatred and vengeance. You heal 10 wounds as well.
Oh boy.
Merkava, you take 5 strain from using the light side points.
Okay, now I'm almost at my strain threshold. This is not a good day.
Is that the end of your turn, Merkava?
Yeah, hold on, let me just hit it next for you. I went from being extra crispy to extra sweaty.
That table's coming at me, isn't it?
As you're looking at that table, preparing for it to strike from behind, a lightsaber twirl.
Seriously? Fuck you!
And you have 1 ranged defense. And yeah. It connects, dealing 9 damage.
Force die? Because are you
thank you.
throwing it?
Well, if she didn't roll the force die, then good things would have happened for you. So yeah, the lightsaber gets thrown, and you take 9 damage, ignoring yourself.
Okay.
And as the lightsaber crashes through you and ends up returning back into the crowd, you notice as it explodes into a pyro of Darkside infused fire. It will burn you for 3 turns. It
Ooh.
will do 8 damage at the start of your turn, which has breach.
Okay, I know how to sort this.
Awesome. Well, that's the end of your turn.
Oh wait. How much damage is it taking? Am I
8.
8. Fuck.
By the way, Merkava, that heal counted as a use of one of your stims, and same with you, Ben.
Okay.
So, Merkava, you're out of stims.
Ow.
Cedric, you hear, that looks painful. You need some more energy.
Do you need a Capri Sun? After all, I am a babysitter.
Yes, actually, getting this off me would be quite useful.
I can't do that, but I can stem your bleeding. He
If you
forces
can
Merkava
stem
to
the
take
bleeding.
First initiative slot. One of you is going to have to flip a destiny die for him to use those points. Either of you can.
I guess I'll flip it.
Again, it's up to whether you want those points used or not.
Cedric, do you want to live?
Yeah, like I can deal with the burn. I just can't take it this turn unless my hit points go down.
So yeah, we should probably go there, fix you up.
Right. Flip the destiny die. He spends 1 to activate and 1 to increase the range, and then he spends the entire rest on strength because he's not targeting Merkava this turn. So that is you recover 14 wounds, and that is another
Good.
use of your stings. That's your action, Merkava, but it is your turn. He's not going to command what you have to do with your maneuver.
All right. I will spend 1 maneuver moving towards Cedric.
Okay, you get halfway there. You have to push through a surprisingly busy market square.
And that'll be my turn because I don't want
You're
to
now
black
in
out.
the middle of the market square, kind of vulnerable. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's my turn, so I take the 8.
Mm-hmm.
8 damage. I gotta use my maneuver to reinforce my armor, giving it the cortosis quality,
Okay.
which commits 2 of my force die. And then to hold it, I take 3 strain for every round I commit.
Alright, so you're now going to be taking 1 wound and 3 strain for the next 2 turns.
Yep. So then So then, for my action, I'm gonna look around, and I'm gonna use Terrify just by screaming my lungs out and trying to get people to just stop moving to keep everything still.
Okay, sure.
That's the hope. I should have done this in a different order, but oh well. I should have done the Terrify first. Ow! Fuck you, die. Really, fuck you. Oh well.
Wow, that is...
Uh,
That sure is something, hey. I don't actually know how Terrify works. I'm assuming that's just
no,
fucked.
yeah, that's fucked because, yeah, like, to target I need success. So that's just fucked.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
You do scream, though. It's very impressive.
It is terrifying, but not that much.
Oh, using my powers of echolocation, I now know where Cedric is.
Nothing happens. And nobody came.
Is that table still on fire?
It's kind of collapsed now. Into ashes.
Merkava,
Good lord.
do you want to get rid of all these people?
Oh god.
I mean, I don't have an effective way of dispatching of, like, dozens of people.
Dude.
You know, the way it feels walking through this market square, it feels like it might be hundreds.
Oh. Yeah. No, yeah, Cedric, get fucked. I can't kill this many people. Not even if I wanted to.
Well, at least clear a space so we can find her. We need to find her. Once we got her, then it's... Once I get up to her and I can use Terrify and hopefully it works, then maybe we can do something. But until then, you going for the wine bottles doesn't help.
But it was good. You didn't taste the wine, Cedric. You didn't taste it.
Who's taking the slot?
I'll roll a perception check to try to find her.
Alright. I want you to roll a hard perception check. You look through the hordes of people you're finding, and you find women that look similar to her, but you don't find her. It seems to you like she isn't there to find. And what you do notice, though, is that there's just something off about the faces of these humans.
Is it that they're terrified and maybe on fire? 'Cause
Almost
I can
the
relate to that.
other direction. Despite all the mayhem and the chaos, they seem oddly serene.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think they're
Should
real.
have known. Should have known.
Yeah, this shit ain't real.
No, the Emperor says. These people are real. They're
Real
just
stupid.
under some sort of spell. The Auditos are masters of the Force. Don't underestimate them. I imagine Kotora knows all the tricks. I bet your scholars learned that battle meditation from her.
Ah. Lippity fuck. That's... yeah. So, these people aren't gonna scare. We've gotta get rid of them.
I mean, it'd be a waste of time to try to mill through hundreds of people.
Yeah, but we can't we need to find her, and I have nothing to find her. We need to find her some way. We can't reach out using the Force. We don't have... like, the only way I know of is you just slowly wiping pockets out, so there's going to be less people and less stuff for her to hide behind.
Yeah, but she'll kill us by the time we're done with that.
Yeah, but we're going to be dead anyway if we don't find her.
I think we should just retreat for now.
No, if we retreat, then she's going to get away easily.
But the thing is, she clearly was prepared for this.
She's suspicious. She has to be with a sister like her.
She saw this coming and she made preparations. We've literally fallen into her trap.
Doubt. I imagine this is just something she had in mind. I don't think this was prepared for the specific moment. I couldn't feel her worried when I walked in. And plus, I've sprung this on her very quickly. She knew that I was planning something, but I bet she expected to be after she was done. And you two are new to the equation entirely. Maybe Shada could have calculated for your involvement, but not Helda. She's quick. She's witty, but she's not smart.
Oh.
I know what to do.
Well, Merkava,
Lure her out.
maneuver before the end.
Yeah. Lure her out. Get out, Merkava.
Yeah, I'll just start moving away.
Alright, you're able to get to the entrance to the village square.
Alright.
Okay, so I take 3 strain and 1 wound. And I am going to force leap to the other side away from Merkava.
Okay, that'll be a maneuver and roll your first die. Of course, you only have 1.
Destiny.
So take 1 strain, but you definitely do have enough range to get to the other entrance to the village square.
Okay, that's that. So the other entrance, is there any is this just in the middle of nowhere, or are there buildings near it?
There are buildings inside the village square on either side, large shops, and then outside there are some houses.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action to use a maneuver to start running up to get some cover behind one of those houses.
Sure, okay, so you back away from the village square pretty much entirely and get behind one of the houses.
Yeah.
That'll be a defense 2 cover.
Okay. That's my turn.
The house that you're standing behind catches fire.
Interesting. Is there another house behind, so I can basically hide myself from the fire?
Yeah, there's another house behind the house you're hiding behind, but it's further away from the village square.
I kind of want to see if getting out of view of it will stop her from throwing a lightsaber at me. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's try it. So I'm gonna try and run around to the next house and hide behind that.
Okay, will be a maneuver. It's once again defense 2 cover, and you do take 1 wound, 3 strain.
Yep.
And the fire drops down to the earth and becomes one with the force.
Ooh, interesting.
If that's your turn, then next.
I've still got an action.
Yep.
So I am going to look. I'm gonna use.
Oh, by the way, so that's rather a bit of a lull. I'll ask you guys. My plan is to end the session when your business here with Gotora is done. Is that comfortable with everybody?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. Well, there might be a bit of an epilogue, but otherwise we'll finish this Corellian chapter and then move on.
I am gonna try and use Force Misdirect to just hide me. No, because I've got to actually be able to see target. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Next. Merkava?
I am just going to seek cover and try not to get stabbed or set on fire again.
There are village stalls, village shops, and then village houses. What are you hiding behind?
I take it like the stalls are probably the closest.
Yeah, the houses are pretty close.
Yeah,
They're all pretty close.
I'll duck behind a house.
Okay, you go away from the village square, duck behind a house, and that's defense 2 cover.
Alright.
Doesn't stack with your defense.
So it literally does nothing.
If you've got 2 defense already, then yes.
Alright. Well, I guess instead I'll just be trying to move away from the crowd.
Nope, you already moved behind the house.
Well, I didn't realize that the fence would actually do nothing.
You should have read defense mechanics, it's just like that for over a year.
Oh, anyway. Well, that's my turn then.
Alright, and then next.
Okay, Merkava. Strategy meeting. In-head strategy meeting. She's coming after me. In general.
If you work your way to me, and I work my way to you, probably actually start fighting her.
But
You're
also...
gonna say this to each other. The house you're hiding behind, Cedric, also catches fire, and then you hear a woman's voice saying, "You can try to run and hide as much as you want, but there's no way of finding me, and I always have you in my sights." And as you hear that, a connection reestablishes itself in the Force.
Okay, here we go. So...
You hear the Emperor say, "See, witty, not smart."
Can I tell where she is through this?
You'd have to hone in on it somehow.
Okay. So I am going to... Yeah, I probably still want to attempt to have some form of cover. It's not the burning house. So...
That does indeed seem to be bad cover to me.
When the cover attacks you, it's no longer cover.
When you're... If you reach your strain threshold, does that knock you unconscious?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm dropping the... I'm gonna have to drop the force die.
Since you said that was a maneuver to commit them, I'll say it's a maneuver to drop them.
Would it take me the 3 strain to start the turn?
Oh yeah, it would.
Because then I'm unconscious, whatever happens.
Alright, you feel the force connection strengthen, but then as you try it very drastically to release the power you've infused into your armor, you drop unconscious, you force die uncommit, and you lose the power that you infused into it. You do fall unconscious, and Merkava, you can definitely feel Cedric's not there anymore. Somehow.
Oh, dear.
In some way.
That would have been my turn.
Activating the Pertorsis.
Never mind.
I won't
use my action then.
For 2 turns.
I won't use my action to use against... no, but against all odds wouldn't have worked anyway. Because that's only wounds.
Alright. Oh, this is bad.
Yeah, this is real bad.
I'll start moving towards Cedric.
No, wait, Rhea. I can feel her too. Into the crowd.
Oh, okay, I'll go into the crowd.
And it is still towards Cedric.
Yeah. As you maneuver your way through, you begin to feel it, Merkava. Out of all the weak-willed and weak-forced individuals, you can feel one glowing and emanating with Darkside energy, as if bragging and proud of their power. But you're still a maneuver away. Are you going to spend that maneuver to get there?
I could, but I would literally have one strain threshold left.
You haven't used your action yet. You could use your action to do it.
Oh, then yeah, I'll use my action to do that.
Okay. You get to a cloaked figure walking in the street, and you touch her shoulder, and as you turn around, you catch a glimpse of the face of Kotora/Helda or Dito as she looks at you, surprised that someone has found her. She grips her necklace around her neck, and a ring of fire bursts out, sending you backwards, sending you prone. Villagers begin to run away.
Damn it, Merkava.
I was knocked prone. That was a scripted event.
It was. End your turn.
Alright.
Dude, you've got to hit her from range.
You're now in a clearance with Helda or Dito looking at you. She grips onto her necklace, and suddenly Helda Ordito is suddenly replaced with a rising kind of behemoth of flame. A giant snake creature made entirely of flame begins to rise where Helda Ordito once was. You sense the individual still within this flame creature, but up towards its head as it towers above the village buildings and begins setting everything around you aflame.
Well,
off you go, Merkava.
Do at a time like this. I'm going to. No, I'm not going to run away.
You might want to fucking hit that.
Yeah, no, I am
Oh,
upset
shit.
to get with her.
Oh shit.
She has hurt my friends, and now I am the salt. So,
What are you doing?
I am going to force lightning the shit out of her.
Alright, what emotion are you using?
Anger, obviously.
Alright,
She hurt Cedric.
describe it to me. Explain it further. Explain the Cedric thing more.
No, she set me and Cedric on fire. I don't know how you can get more upset at someone.
But what connections do you have to Cedric? Why does it hurt you so?
Because he's my friend.
Nice.
And she set him on fire.
Alright. Roll the dice.
Puddy, this is not really working with him, is it?
I mean, it kind of is.
Kind of.
Oh, no.
It's getting there. Getting there.
It has 5 range defense, by the way. And adversary, too.
I guess I'll spend my maneuver aiming.
You get a boost.
Woo!
And remember, for it to be Force Lightning, you actually have to use the Mastery upgrade. Otherwise, it's just a wave.
Well, yeah. Still a wave, though. Oh, yes.
No.
You don't have any Destiny points.
Oh, that's right. Oh, well, that's my
You
turn.
kind of feel the anger flowing through the Force, but because of all... Something feels off. Something feels wrong. You finally think you are channeling the darkness within you, but the darkness in the cosmic force around you refuses to answer. The Emperor says, I fear I have used too much of the Force in ways not channeling our emotions. The only force in the air around us is one that doesn't react so positively to our passion.
Alright.
That's fine. I can't do anything. So
the snake kind of like slithers and wanders out of the village square, toppling over some things, setting a lot on fire. You can see within the snake, again, is a raging inferno creature, but there are dark blots of force energy within it, setting the entire kind of quarter of, like, this entire section of Corellia begins to blaze. Merkava, make a hard athletics check to see if you get caught by the flames. You do. You get knocked over and take 4 damage with breach. You're not on fire though. Yet.
Oh, okay. God damn it.
Oh, no, I didn't do that right. I thought it had skipped over even though I put the R in there. But I was incorrect. The Emperor says, "We need your friend for a creature like that. Bring me to him."
Alright. I'll spend my action in free maneuver moving to Cedric.
Okay, you can't do anything else this turn. So,
Yeah,
next.
does he find me, I guess?
Yeah. There was a connection strong enough before you went down that he knew what you were up to. He's gonna well, in the next verse. The snake actually seems to be moving into Coronet City itself. Merkava's going to take the slot, and the Emperor's going to act. You take 2 wounds to heal 4 strain, and you awaken.
I take the 2 wounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Fuck. Shouldn't have held on that long for that. Merkava, why are you so burnt?
You notice, by the way, Cedric, as all of the houses now around you are on fire, and in the distance, heading towards Coronet City metropolitan area, is this creature.
Oh boy! After
just gonna
looking
keep
at it,
posting
I
the same
smile.
picture.
I smile
Yes.
at Merkava and go, "Is that her? Is that her?
Yes,
Oh, it's kinda
that
cute.
is.
Let's kill it."
Yeah.
So yeah, how far away is it?
Long range.
What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Might be full sleep time. Because I think that's... Well, actually, it's still Merkava's turn, to be fair.
Sure. Merkava, you still have 2 maneuvers. Well, a maneuver and a strain maneuver if you wish to take it.
Let's get Cedric going.
Okay, Merkava, you wanted a different picture of the fire snack? There. Different picture of the fire snack.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I think it's time to fall asleep, boys, because I'm no good at this, right? So... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to get closer to it. Let's go. Fall asleep.
But the Emperor soaked up all the dark side. Because he's greedy and a terrible babysitter.
So that's 2 range bands, because I'm not flipping Destiny, because I don't have any.
2 range bands up or 2 range bands total?
2 total. Wait a sec. I think I got the... Because I have... Yeah, I've got range 2.
Alright, we'll
So-
say you're within short range of the snake on that.
Short range of the snake. I'm gonna try and use Terrify on the snake.
You feel free to do so, friend.
I'm not that good at coercion. Only 2Y. Come on, you can do it.
Well,
Nothing happens.
Even if the snake was terrifiable, you'll never know because you failed.
Yep.
You're not very scary.
Not today.
Not today. The snake now moves to be perpendicular with a number of Corellian skyline skyscrapers, moving to long range from you again, and up a small kind of cliffside up into the skyline. More things are on fire. It seems like the fire has spread to a Corellian highway.
Whatever.
It begins to rear its head next to a skyscraper, like this.
You just have all these fire snake images, don't you, buddy? You got about 50 of them for different situations.
I'll let you keep that illusion. It's a good one.
Yeah, my force misdirect is really good on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Merkava, force the fuck lightning out of that. And I point to the snake.
Okay.
It's at extreme range, Merkava. So I'm gonna
Hit it
upgrade
next.
the difficulty even. Okay, good job.
I'm gonna spend one maneuver moving towards still, but yeah.
One maneuver will keep you in extreme.
Fuck it, I'll just aim then.
Okay. I'm gonna upgrade the difficulty further, and I'm actually gonna add even more setback. So I'm gonna add 3 setback for the distance because you don't actually get range bands for Unleash. So it's gonna be 2 challenge, 1 difficulty, and 8 setback total. Because remember, it has 5 range defense.
I'm just gonna walk towards it. I spend my action in free maneuver moving towards it.
Okay, you get to long range.
It's moving faster than we can walk.
It is a giant snake.
Yeah, yes, it is.
I mean, my thing is 8 setback is just with 2 adversaries, just almost unbeatable.
I bet you'd hit.
You have still a good chance of hitting. It's more the force die. Still. I am going to force leap towards it.
Okay.
So that's
What
is
you want.
1 to activate. And then I've got 3 there, so that's 6 equivalent range bands. So that gets me engaged.
You want to engage with it?
That is a very good question, Puddy. That is a very good question. Probably gonna burn me alive. But if I don't, it's gonna get away. Unless I try and terrify it again. So Merkava can get closer. Oh no, I know what I'll do. I won't engage, I'll go short range.
Okay, you're up the cliffside on a Corellian street next to where it is beginning to wrap itself around a skyscraper like this.
They keep on coming. And then, oh for goodness sake, and I am going to try and force lightning it. Force unleash it. I don't know
Wow.
force lightning. So,
Okay, well, it's got 5 range defense and 2 adversaries, so it's going to be 2 challenge and 5 setback. There's your discipline.
Not very good. Come on, it's me. But someone's gotta do something! Nope!
Oh man, I feel really sorry for you, Force Unleashed.
Why have
Cedric.
you forsaken me?
Cedric, you goddamn potato.
Well,
Alright, that's your action, unless you want to take 2 strain in the next one. But as you get this close, by the way, you feel that connection again, coming from the head of the snake. Of the snake.
of the snake.
And once again, the skyscraper it wrapped around, it just breaks, and it begins to crumble around you, Cedric. Why don't you make a coordination check? Alfred.
I'm gonna use enhance. I succeed because I'm gonna use that Darkside points to give me success.
Okay, fair warning that I'm starting this stand. Hopefully it doesn't carry on. But, yeah. So, yeah, you succeed, you don't take any damage, and you relocate yourself closer as the snack begins to move.
Sorry, what was that, Puddy? You sort of...
It begins to move to a different skyscraper.
Okay. How far away am I right now?
I'd say medium.
Medium. Merkava, get closer.
I mean, you know what? I'll try the check.
What are you trying?
I'm gonna try to force lightning it.
Okay, now it's behind a skyscraper, giving it an extra setback, so it's going to be 9 setback.
Dude, you're the one here that can actually do stuff. I've got a pitiful chance.
Fuck.
Can't wait for those 9S to roll. That's not S's.
Oh, wait. Okay,
You somehow succeeded on a harder check than S's. I'll tell you what, I'll let it slide. Because that is harder than the actual check. So, that's fine. That's what you get.
Okay. Shit. I can't even hit it.
No, it's right.
Yeah.
It's too, so I frustratedly just let the force power dissipate, I guess, and spend my free maneuver moving towards it.
Alright, you're in extreme range from it. So, in the next round. Cedric, once again, you're feeling this connection coming from its head.
Okay, it's time for ballsy plays. I'm gonna say everything that I'm gonna try and do here. I'm gonna try and force leap up and just try and do it like a, with my lightsaber, just come down straight on the head, trying to go through it straight to the force connection that I feel.
Okay. Why don't you make a combined lightsaber and leap force power check?
Okay.
Okay, so you begin to leap, flying through the air, and you get just above the snake's head, and you attempt to put into action what you're going to do. Flying in lightsaber first, and you enter the snake. You realize it is nothing but energy and fire. You don't come stabbing in or anything. You enter the realm of fire that is its body. Your arms and skin beginning to char as you go through it. As you feel your arms and legs, the prosthetics begin to malfunction, and you cease to feel them anymore. You drop your lightsaber as it falls to the Corellian streets, and although you don't have your arms or your legs, you see her within distance to you. Helda or Dito, sitting, meditating in the snake. You're within range. You have no arms or no legs available to you. But do you have another idea?
Yeah. If this works, oh my god, I'm gonna
rules of nature her.
I'm gonna use Unleash. Oh, wait, can I? Am I like engaged?
Yeah, you're proper engaged. You can headbutt her.
Yeah, I'm gonna headbutt her.
Your headbutt goes crashing into her. No need to make any rolls. She is so vulnerable right now in her state of meditation. As she opens her eyes, shocked and staring at her, a streak of blood running down her head. The snake fire around you begins to crystallize in an almost skin-like form, and it begins to snap and crackle. 1 second.
I'm gonna just try and scream it into her face as I do this. With this just manic glare on my face. And does she have to make another fear check?
She could, but that's...
Yeah.
You're literally a bag of potatoes right now.
Yeah, you crack into her head. She's bleeding profusely, and the snake begins to crackle around you. The fire and Darkside forming into actual being, actual matter. But it begins to crumble and fall as you both fly to the ground. You feel her fading as she says to you, "Enjoy your time. Because no matter how long it is, no matter how much you keep fighting, if you follow our path, it doesn't matter whether you live for 1,000 years, you will never feel fulfilled." And as she hits the ground, that life essence fades. You are one strain under your threshold, but awake.
Oh shit!
You may roll discipline or cool to recover strain. Cedric, your lightsaber is... You recover a wound. Cedric, your lightsaber is right next to you as you land. It is 1 down in quality, in... what's the name? Let me have a look. Condition, yeah.
Okay.
Which I think will impose a setback on its use until fixed.
I've been looking into that, and it's set back.
So, what's the triumph do for this?
Cover a wound.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Merkava, you're able to catch up the burning Corellian city around you, and you see the dead body of Helda or Dito and the crumbling of what looks like snake skin surrounding the pair. Cedric seems barely conscious. Helda or Dito, blood on her skull, is dead.
That was the greatest headbutt I've ever done.
Merkava, you notice Helda clutching a red crystal in her hand.
I'll pick it up.
You feel it connects instantly to you and holds immense power. I'll show it to you now.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's pretty.
Holy shit!
Well, I found where I'm moving that 30 XP.
Dude, that's dope. That's really good.
And this turns Force Lightning. If you activate the... Actually, no. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Whatever you're doing now, your Force Unleash is flames.
Nice. Oh my god. Now that's what I call epic.
There's no time to rest on your laurels. One of the Shadow Triad is dead, but another awaits for us on Dagobah. But I have another mission for you in the meantime. I'm
What?
taking you to Sullust. There is a former Jedi scientist there who might have information about weapons of mass destruction. I would
Will
like
they be
you to
able to
capture
put Cedric's limbs back on?
Yeah,
the vessel I have planned to transport you there. Will have all the medical facilities you need. But once you get there, you will hunt and capture this Baudur, and we will torture him and interrogate him together. And as we're going to leave it off this week.
Oh,
Alrighty.
shit. That went from murder mystery to anime so quickly. Yeah, that was really good. Merkava, do you want to leave us off this week?
I'm back to say goodbye!
Oh.
No,
Oh. Okay, well, hopefully, I get to indulge in some arson next time with this, new fire ability of mine. But, yeah, I hope to see you all next week.